Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Arthology. Guys, today we're going to talk about whether astrology is science or superstition. I'm going to keep it really short and crisp. Guys, what is superstition? Well, which cannot be proved scientifically. Today I'm going to talk about what are the effects of planets and the solar system on our Earth, and there's a possibility that it could affect our human body as well. So let's start. Astrology and astronomy has been mentioned in Rig Vedas as well, which is dated like 2000 BC. And around 500 BC, a very renowned mathematician and astronomer called Aryabhatta, he spoke about it. Like he presented to the world how to place value system, use of zero, approximation of pi, trigonometry, algebra, motion of solar systems, and he was the one who spoke about eclipse, how do they occur and all, which we know today as Rahu and Ketu. And he even determined the circumference of Earth, like approximately, I guess he calculated 36,000 kilometers, which is not actual figure, but relatively close enough. And the interesting point is Galileo and Nicholas came to the same conclusion after 1000 years later. Well, as Swami Vivekananda has said, wonderful discoveries of modern science are only rediscoveries of what has been found ages ago. And see, friends, that's the whole point, that whether they affect our human body or not. And this guy who invented zero and everything we have today, algebra, trigonometry, if this guy is talking about planets and astronomy and how they affect, there has to be something. So the first point I'm going to say is, do they follow a specific path? They are following a specific path. That's why this moon takes 1 day to complete an orbit, or Saturn takes 30 years. So there's nothing based on probability. Everything is really certain. The whole solar system, the whole geometry is certainty. As Albert Einstein has said, God does not play dice with the universe. There is an order and reason for all the life. So if we talk about energy, that's the main part in astrology. Energy, how the planets provide you energy. So a very renowned pioneer of quantum mechanics, Werner Heisenberg, in 1927 said, "We can never know exactly where an electron is located, while at the same time know exactly how fast it is moving." Well, guys, the same thing has been said in Isha Upanishad, which was written like second half of the first millennium, and it says, I quote, it moves not, it is far, it is very near, it is inside all this, it is really outside all this." So basically, they are talking about Shakti, which has no beginning, no ending. It moves restlessly. That's what I've been talking about all the time, that law of nature. And guys, there is a scientific fact that moon and the sun movements affects tides and other events on our planet. And if they can affect the earth and the nature and the, like, literally the plant life, each and every organism on earth, why then would it not also affect human life? And recently there has been a discovery on gravitational waves, and Fred Ray and Einstein, they both talk about it. And Maxwell, he literally showed how electronic forces travel. And just to make my point, MRI scan uses the body natural magnetic properties to produce detailed image. So if a scan it's been done on the basis of the magnetic properties inside our body, and the planets has the energy and the power to manipulate those energies, so why can't it affect us? It is inside us. And as we know that the moon relatively at night times gives high tides in the ocean, and our body is very much like 75% is water out of 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and space. So that's it. The whole thing is made up of these 5 things, including the humans and all the species and living organism on this very earth. So if it's affecting them, why it's not going to affect us? So, and in Vedic astrology, we acknowledges like 9 planets: Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Rahu and Ketu, the nodes of Moon, the north one and the south one. And these nodes has been recognized by astronomers. Like that's what we actually see on the sky on the day of eclipse. So we can't deny that. And that's it. Knowing a person's exact time of birth, day, date, year allows us to make a kundli. And the whole point of making a kundli is to help you and your destinies to become more and more aware. And so you can become conscious about the energy and like the events which going to take place in your near future. And astrology is all about giving you freedom of choice, the intelligence to make the right decision, and the acceptance to bear the predictable challenges. And all planets do is affects your decision making ability. That's it. Nothing less, nothing more. And to make the calculations now we use computer, and computers they just understands binary language. And how can we calculate superstition? So it's just like you going to a doctor, and if he didn't treat you well or he makes some mistake, you can't blame the whole science or medicine industry. It will be wrong. So it's just like if some guy who is reading your chart is asking you or telling you to say, oh, it will bring you good fortune if you're gonna give me this much of money, or if you do like this and that. That's something different. That's what it depends on person. The whole thing is depend on science, discovery of gravitational waves, natural magnetic properties which is available, which is inside our body. That's what we work on. And the how these planets affects the planet Earth. So if it's affecting them, it can affect us. And just see the beauty that like these all philosophers, the big time mathematicians and astronomers talking about the planet and the energy they provide and the degrees and all. Just think about it. Let's not talk about other things that someone going to read your kundli and going to make you rich or all. But just think about it. Someone sitting, there was no airplanes or NASA that time. These guys were just sitting on this planet Earth. We're talking about 500 BC, and they're making the calculations of the planet, at what degree it's going to be, and what are the effects. It's just fascinating, the whole fact that a human being without any extra tool or gadgets, he just able to calculate all things. And he's not saying you to that. He's not trying to scare you of the things. It just all he's saying that build your consciousness up to a level where you can accept all the challenges. Okay, let's take a small example. When let's say someone was born, and when he grows up, his mass is really weak. So what is gonna do? So whenever it comes to making like decision making ability related to mass, like let's say his land, related to his elder brother, or fighting, he will mess up. He won't be able to make a clear decision, right, wrong. You can see if it's weak, it's going to make bad decisions in life. That's all it is. And that's all they say, that this planet has this strength at this degree in this constellation, and it's going to affect this guy in this way. All the horoscope helps you and your destiny is to become more and more aware of yourself and the consciousness. That's all it is. That's why we take it to the spiritual level. So guys, that's it from me. I hope you like the video, and if you do like the video, just like and subscribe it, or if you have any comments to improve it, or you have any questions, please leave it on the comment box. And thank you very much for watching this Astrology channel. Have a good day. Bye.